everyone, hope you are doing well. In today's session, we are going to discuss fifth chapter of your mathematics, that is arithmetic progression. So for this, you should know what are sequences. Sequence is an arrangement of numbers in definite order according to some rule. It means we are arranging numbers according to some rule. For example, consider the following arrangement of numbers 1, 8, 27, 64, 125, and the sequence goes on. Here, the rule behind this sequence or the logic behind these numbers are these are the cubes of natural numbers. If you observe this, 8 is 2 cube, 27 is 3 cube, 4 cube, 5 cube, and the sequence goes on. See the second sequence 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. These are the numbers which are even numbers. And the third sequence is 1, 4, 9, 16, 25. If you see this carefully, these are the squares of natural numbers. For example, 4 is a 2 square, 9 is 3 square, 4 square, 5 square, and the next number will be 6 square, 7 square, 8 square, and the sequence goes on. In each of the above arrangements, numbers are arranged in definite order according to some rule. So, these are called as sequences. We will see some more examples. Reena applied for a job and got selected. She has been offered a job with the starting monthly salary of rupees 8,000 with an annual increment of rupees 500 in her salary. Her salary for the first, second, third years will be, so her salary for the first year will be 8,000 and for the second year she will get 500 as increment along with 8,000. So the salary will be 8,500. For third year it is 9,000, 9,500 and the sequence goes on. See here 8,000, 8,500, 9,000, 9,500 and it goes on. See the second example here. The length of the rungs of a ladder decreases uniformly by 2 centimeters from bottom to top. The bottom rung is 45 centimeters in length. The lengths of the first, second, third till 8th rung from the bottom to the top are respectively. See here, the length of the bottom rung is 45 centimeter and second rung is 2 centimeter less than bottom rung. So it will be 43, 41 like this 45, 43, 41, 39, 37, 35, 33 and the length of the top rung will be 31 centimeter. See the next example. Shakila puts 100 into her daughter's money box, rupees 100 into her daughter's money box when she was 1 year old and increased the amount by rupees 50 every year. The amounts of money in the box on the first, second, third, fourth birthday were, so for the first birthday it is rupees 100, for the second birthday she increased the amount by rupees 50, so the amount will be 100, 150 for the second year, 200 for the third birthday, 250 for the fourth birthday and it goes on. So in all the examples above, we observe some patterns. In this chapter, we shall discuss one of these patterns in which succeeding terms are obtained by adding a fixed number to the preceding terms. We shall also see how to find their nth terms and the sum of n consecutive terms and use this knowledge in solving some daily life problems. Arithmetic progression. Consider the following list of numbers. Consider the sequences given here. First sequence will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Second is 100, 70, 40, 10, etc. Third is minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, etc. And fourth is 3, 3, 3, 3, and it repeats. And the fifth is minus 1, minus 1.5, minus 2, minus 2.5, etc. See, if you observe these sequences, there is a pattern. See, first one, and here each of the numbers in the sequence is called as term. Each number of the sequence is called as term. Here first term, second term, third term, fourth term, etc. So if you see the first sequence, each term is one more than the term preceding it. The difference between two terms is 1. See? Each term is 1 more than the preceding term. So 2 is 1 more than 1, 3 is 1 more than 2, 4 is 1 more than 3, and next number will be 5, which is 1 more than 4. So the sequence goes on. And if you observe second sequence, each term is 30 less than the term preceding it. 70 is 30 less than 10, 40 is 30 less than 70, 10, and the sequence goes on. See the third sequence, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0. Here, each term is obtained by adding 1 to the term preceding it. If you add plus 1 to minus 3, you will get minus 2. And if you add 1 to minus 2, you will get minus 1. Minus 1 plus 1, 0, and the sequence goes on. And if you observe the fourth sequence, all the terms in the list are 3. That is, each term is obtained by adding 0 to the term preceding it. Each term is obtained by adding 0 to the preceding term. And the fifth sequence, that is minus 1, minus 1.5, minus 2, minus 2.5. Here, each term is obtained by adding minus 0.5 to the term preceding it. Minus 1 minus 0.5 will be minus 1.5. Minus 1.5 plus minus 0.5 will be minus 2, minus 2.5, minus 3, minus 3.5, etc. So, in all the lists above, we see that the successive terms are obtained by adding a fixed number to the preceding terms. Such list of numbers is said to form an arithmetic progression. In short, we call it as AP. The exact definition is an arithmetic progression is a list of numbers in which each term is obtained by adding a fixed number to the preceding term except the first term. Each number can be obtained by adding a fixed number to the preceding term except the first term. So, this fixed number is called as common difference. The fixed number we are adding to get the next number is called as common difference of the AP. It can be positive, it can be negative, or it can be 0. And it is denoted by small letter d. Let us denote the first term of an AP by A1, second term by A2, nth term by AN, and the common difference by D. Then the sequence becomes AP becomes A1, A2, A3, etc. AN. AN will be the last term or nth term. See, first term A1 is represented as just A. Always first term will be represented as A. And second term, you know that second term can be obtained by adding common difference D to the first term. Second term A2 can be obtained by adding common difference D to the first term. That is A plus D. A is the first term. If you add D to the first term, you will get second term. Similarly, third term A plus 2D, fourth term A plus 3D, and it goes on. So, you can see that A, A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D represents an arithmetic progression where A is the first term and D is the common difference. And this arrangement is called as general form of an AP. This is the general form of an arithmetic progression. A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D, A plus 4D, etc. Next we will see what is a finite arithmetic progression. So if the number of terms in an arithmetic progression is finite, then it is called as finite arithmetic progression. Very simple. If the number of terms in AP is finite, then we can call that as finite AP. For example, the total savings after every month for 10 months when rupees 50 are saved each month. So the sequence will be 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 350, 400, 450, and at the end of 10th month it will be 500, and the sequence terminates here. That means in this example the number of terms are finite. This type of AP is called as finite AP. And similarly there is one more, infinite AP. If the number of terms in AP is not finite, then it is called as infinite AP. For example, sequence of all odd numbers, that is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, etc. The odd numbers are infinite. We don't know how many odd numbers are there. So, this forms infinite AP. The minimum information you need to know for writing AP is the first term A and the common difference D. That means if you know the first term of an AP and the common difference, you can write the sequence. For example, if the first term of AP is A, that is 6, and the common difference D is 3, then AP is, see here, first term is 6, second term can be obtained by adding common difference 3 to 6, that is 9. Third term can be obtained by adding common difference D to the second term. 9 plus 3 is 12. 12 plus 3 is 15. 15 plus 3, 18. And the sequence goes on. This is how you write AP when you know the first term and common difference. Here is one more. If A is 6 and D is minus 3, then the AP is 6. Here common difference is negative, so 6 minus 3 is 3. 3 minus 3 is 0. 0 minus 3 minus 3. Like this. If you know first term and the common difference, you can write any arithmetic progression. Similarly, see here when A is minus 7 and common difference D is minus 2, then arithmetic progression will be minus 7, minus 9, minus 11, minus 13, etc. And if A is 1 and D is 0.1, first term A is 1, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. You are going on adding 0.1 to the preceding term to get the succeeding term. Here A is 2 and D is 0. Then AP is 2, 2, 2. That means 2 goes on repeating. Now, if you are given a list of numbers or a sequence of numbers, can you say that it is an AP and then find A and D? If any sequence is given, how to find it is in AP or not? We will see that. For example, for the list of numbers 6, 9, 12, 15, etc. So, first we are going to find the common difference. Then how to find common difference here? If you do A2 minus A1, that means second term minus first term. Here second term is 9 and first term is 6. 9 minus 6 is 3. And again for the next third, A3 minus A2. 12 minus 9, the answer is 3. A4 minus A3, here also answer is 3. That means the difference between all the consecutive numbers are same. Here, difference of any two consecutive numbers or terms, here we call individual numbers as terms, in each case is 3. So, the given list of numbers is an AP. whose first term is A, that is 6, and common difference B is 3. If the difference between consecutive numbers are same, then we conclude that the given sequence is in AP. There is one more sequence. For the list of numbers 6, 3, 0, minus 3, whether this sequence is in AP or not, we have to check it. So for that, we are doing A2 minus A1. Here it is minus 3. And also A3 minus A2 minus 3. A4 minus A3 also minus 3. So we can conclude that the common difference between the consecutive numbers are equal. So the given sequence or list of numbers are in AP with first term A as 6 and common difference minus 3. In general, for an AP, A1, A2, A3, etc. An, we have common difference D is equal to A k plus 1 minus AK, where AK plus 1 and AK are the k plus 1 and kth term respectively. This is in general. D is equal to AK plus 1 minus AK. Here AK plus 1 means k plus 1th term and AK means kth term. The difference should be same. Now we will discuss one example. For the AP, here one sequence is given which is in AP. You have to write the first term A and the common difference D. So, here the first term will be the first number in the sequence, that is 3 by 2. A is 3 by 2 and you know how to find D. D is nothing but A2 minus A1, that is half minus 3 by 2. The answer is minus 1. Here, remember that we can find D using any two consecutive terms once we know that the numbers are in AP. So, here in the given question itself, they gave the sequence is in AP. So, you can find D by using any two consecutive numbers. Now, see second example. Which one of the following list of numbers form an AP? If they form an AP, write the next two terms. Here they gave 4 sequences. You have to check which of them are in AP, and if it is in AP, you have to write next two numbers or next two terms. We will see one by one. See, for the first one, the solution is the given sequence is 4, 10, 16, 22. Here, first you are going to check whether the difference between consecutive terms are equal or not. That is, D is same or not. For that, you are doing A2 minus A1. Here, A2 minus A1 is 6. A3 minus A2 is also 6. 16 minus 10 is 6. A4 minus A3, that is 22 minus 16. This is also 6. That is, AK plus 1 minus AK is the same every time. So, your conclusion is the given list of numbers form an AP with the common difference D is equal to 6. Here you know the first term as well as common difference. Once you know the first term and common difference, you can write the AP. Here how to write the next term? To write the next term, you have to just add common difference to the previous number or preceding term. If you add 6 to 22, you will get 28 as the succeeding term. And to find the next term, you have to add 6 to 28, that is 34. So, the next two numbers of this sequence are 28 and 34. And the second question is 1 minus 1 minus 3 minus 5. Here also, you are going to find whether D is same between any two consecutive numbers. Here, A2 minus A1 is equal to minus 1 minus 1, that is minus 2. Similarly, A3 minus A2 is also minus 2. A4 minus A3 is also minus 2. So, you can say that The given list of numbers forms an AP with common difference D is equal to -2. Once you know the first term and common difference, you can write any AP. So the next two numbers are, the common difference is -2 here. So -5 plus -2 is -7, and the next number is -7 plus common difference, that is -9. Therefore, the next two numbers of this sequence are -7 and -9. And the third sequence is -2, 2, -2, 2, -2. And it goes on. Here A2 minus A1 is equal to 2 minus of -2 is equal to 2 plus 2, 4. And again A3 minus A2 is equal to -2 minus 2, it is -4. You observe here A2 minus A1 is +4 and A3 minus A2 is -4, which are not equal. So here, as A2 minus A1 is not equal to A3 minus A2, the given list of numbers does not form an AP. The condition to form an AP is the common difference between any two consecutive numbers should be equal. But in this case, they are not equal. So we can say that the given list of numbers are not in AP. See the next one. The sequence given is 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, etc. Here A2 minus A1 is equal to 1 minus 1, 0. A3 minus A2, that is 1 minus 1, here also it is 0. But A4 minus A3, that is 2 minus 1, is equal to 1. Here A2 minus A1 is equal to A3 minus A2, but it is not equal to A4 minus A3. For an arithmetic progression, difference between any consecutive terms should be same. Here difference between first two terms and A3 minus A2 are equal, but A4 minus A3 is not equal to 0. So our conclusion is the given list of numbers are not in AP, or numbers does not form an AP. Next we will see very important nth term of an AP. How to find nth term of an arithmetic progression. For this, let us consider A1, A2, A3, etc., AN, B and AP, whose first term is A1, that is A, and the common difference is D. Then, you know how to find second term. Second term A2 is equal to A plus D. First term plus common difference gives the second term. Here, A plus D means 1D. 1 can be written as 2 minus 1, D. Writing A plus D is same as writing A plus 2 minus 1, D. And for the third term A3, you can get third term by adding common difference D to the second term, that is A2 plus D, and replace A2 by A plus D. Replace A2 by A plus D. Then you will get A plus D plus D, that is A plus 2D. Now write this 2 as 3 minus 1. Writing A plus 2D is similar to writing A plus 3 minus 1D. That means A3 is equal to A plus 3 minus 1 into D. Fourth term A4 can be obtained by adding common difference D to the third term. A3 plus D. Here A3 means A plus 2D. Replace A3 by A plus 2D. Now A plus 2D plus D will be A plus 3D. Now what we are going to do is writing 3 as 4 minus 1. So fourth term A4 is equal to A plus 4 minus 1 into D, and it goes on. And looking at the pattern, we can say that, see here, A1 is A itself, A2 is A plus 2 minus 1D, A3 is A plus 3 minus 1D, A4 is A plus 4 minus 1D. Similarly, nth term an will be A plus n minus 1 into D. A plus n minus 1 into D. So the nth term of an AP with first term A and common difference D is given by an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Very important formula. An is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Here a is the first term and d is the common difference. Note that an is also called as the general term of the AP. If there are m terms in the sequence or if there are m terms in the AP, then am represents the last term, am. And also we can denote last term by small letter L also. We can also denote last term by L. We'll solve some of the examples here. Find the 10th term of the AP. The given AP is 2, 7, 12 and goes on. You have to find the 10th term of the given AP. For this, first write what is the value of A, what is the value of D. Here A is the first term, that is 2. D can be obtained by A2 minus A1. Here 7 minus 2, that is 5. And here you are going to find 10th term, so n will be 10. And we know the formula to find nth term, that is an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Substitute the values of a, n and d. So a10 is equal to a is 2, so 2 plus 10 minus 1 into d is 5. 2 plus 10 minus 1 is 9, 9 into 5, 45, 2 plus 45, it is 47. Therefore, the 10th term of the given AP is 47. Next example is, which term of the AP, the given AP is 21, 18, 15, etc. is 81. And also, is any term 0? Which term of this given AP is minus 81 and whether 0 comes in this sequence or not, you have to find out. We will see one by one. First, we know that A is 21, that is first term. D is 18 minus 21, that is minus 3. And AN, we are considering minus 81 as AN and we are going to find N. Here, the question is which term of the AP is minus 81. Here, the nth term is given, you have to find N. So, the formula to find nth term is An is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. Now substitute the value of An as minus 81, A as 21 and you have to find out and D as minus 3. So minus 81 is equal to 21 plus n minus 1 into minus 3. If you simplify this, you will get the value of n as 35. That means 35th term of this given AP is minus 81. 35th term of the given AP is minus 81. And there is one more question. Also, is any term 0? Now you have to consider An as 0 and do the same. We want to know if there is any n for which An is 0. If such n is there, then consider An as 0. Here also find the value of n. A is 21, D is minus 3. And if you simplify this, you will get the value of n as 8. That means the 8th term of the given sequence is 0. 8th term of the given AP is 0. We'll see the next question. Determine the AP whose third term is 5 and seventh term is 9. In the question it is given that the value of third term is 5 and the value of seventh term is 9. You have to form an AP. And you know that to form an AP, the basic requirements or minimum requirements are you should know the value of A and you should know the value of D. To find that, they gave two hints here. Now, we know the formula of AN. AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. So, here third term is given. So, A3 is equal to A plus in the place of N3 minus 1 into D, which is equal to A plus 2D is 5 and A3 is 5. And A7 is equal to A plus 6D, which is equal to 9. That is given in the question. Here we got two equation, simultaneous equation. Here we are going to solve this equation and we are finding the values of A and D. Solving the pair of linear equations 1 and 2, we get the value of A as 3 and value of D as 1. And once we know the value of A and D, we can find any AP. Hence the required AP is, first term A is 3 and second term can be obtained by adding common difference D to the first term. D is 1. So 4, 5, 6, 7 and sequence goes on. This is the solution. And the next example is check whether 301 is a term of the list of numbers 5, 11, 17, 23, etc. You have to check whether 301 comes in this sequence or not. Here also same thing, you have to consider 301 as an and find the value of n. And you know that here a is 5 and d is 11 minus 5, that is 6. A is 5, d is 6. Now, let 301 be the nth term of this AP. We know the formula to find nth term, that is an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Substitute the value of an as 301, a as 5, n you have to find out, and d as 6. And find the value of n. You will get the value of n as 151 by 3. You will get the value of n as 151 by 3. Now, n means what? N means number of terms. Number of terms cannot be fraction, right? Number of terms cannot be a fraction. But n should be a positive integer. So 301 is not a term of the given list of numbers. Here you got the value of n as a fraction, which is not a positive integer. So your conclusion is the number 301 will not come in this list of numbers. And these are the homework problems for you. Please do all the homework and send the solution to me in WhatsApp. I will correct it, and if there is any correction, I will let you know. Thank you. Bye. Take care.